Hello everybody, just going to show you just a quick experiment with geniemon right now. I'm currently on my 19th geniemon. That's the one I'm about to capture is going to be the 19th. Well, we're going to do a quick little experiment. Let me just get back into the freaking screen because yeah, borderless isn't actually borderless. But hey, just not worry about that. So, what we're gonna do, the experiment is we're gonna keep playing until we get a geniemon. We're gonna note down what we get, and then instead of quitting out and cashing that in, we are going to cancel the mission and see if it spawns again. Now, depending on what we get, we can confirm a few different things. If it's the exact same geniemon, that implies that geniemon weeklies are completely set every week. Nope, so you can't infinitely farm until you roll the correct one. But if the 19th geniemon is different every single time, and we're going to do this a total of 3 times because there's people are saying you get 20 geniemons per week. I've counted 20 for the last 2 weeks, so we're going to be finding out. So do we have currently a shiny Shroomy, right? We're just gonna get cash this in. All right, 100% shiny Shroomy. And that screen confirms that you did receive it. So if we quit, will this be a shiny Shroomy? Which means, is the lineup always set? Actually, well, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do 2 experiments, actually. We're going to do this. If we get the Geniemon again, will it be a Shroomy? In which case, if you keep retrying from the quit screen, yeah, do that. But does it actually reset if you quit out, go back in, and try again, right? But we're going to do this 3 times because people say the limit is 20. But so far I've had 19. So maybe I miscounted. That's possible. But we're just going to confirm. But I have confirmed that the geniemon you get from fishing don't count towards your total. So that's relevant information as well. Anyone that might be wondering that. So if you want to farm like rare abilities and stuff, that's your chance. You can also get it from fishing. So there's none here. So that either means yeah, I've got it, but I never cashed it in. Or if I retry, because like 19 is supposedly, well, as I've seen with the actual experiment, I get 19 from fishing. I get 19, and I'm also trial level 65, as you can see. I get 19 from fishing. Last week I got 19 from the weekly pool from commissions. Now we're gonna see the experiment I was gonna try last week because I went on the assumption it was 20. It was 19. But now let's see if he actually spawns. So at least we can confirm at least one thing. If we don't do, I don't know, let's try 10 runs and we don't spawn another geniemon because it's basically 50%. Like like mathematically very improbable to roll a 50% roll 10 times as being false. Not like, it's not impossible, but it's very improbable. We can pretty much safely confirm that the geniemon, that shiny Shroomy, did count towards the count, but we didn't. But even if we didn't cash it in by quitting out, it still means we counted we still had the geniemon, but we still got it from the quota. That's what I'm trying to say. We still got the 19th quota. But yeah, that's 2 runs so far. We're gonna do 10 runs, and then next week I'm gonna have to experiment again to see if I can replicate the same result by just seeing the geniemon, quitting out, then retrying. You know, because I'm trying to find like a very good, reliable geniemon farm. So we're gonna go through all the variables. So this is run 3. Yeah, whenever you no, so whenever you see the south one, keep to the one that's there. Okay, 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 okay. This is either 20 or the 19th again. Now, will this be a shiny Shroomy? It is a different one. Okay. So let's quit out. Retry. So presumably that might be 19 or 20. So I'm just going to mark it as the 20th. So at least we can confirm it will be always be different, or at least continue the quota, if we just keep, even if we capture the geniemon. So if I just retry. So I didn't catch that one. Will that reset into something else, or will it still be that dribbling? Well, I think that's miraculous dribbling. Driblet. So we're just going to keep going, retry and capture it. Because I'm thinking if you want to do this farm and play it safe, because we're not sure. I'm actually not sure. Because what I'm thinking is, if it's not the same 19th, which is the shiny Shroomy, then it might have gone to the 20th in the rotation. As such, it counted towards the quota. But if you didn't capture it, that might not count. So if we have another geniemon up here, at some point, we're going to do the rule of 10 again. So that's run 1 without geniemon. Like it's basically guaranteed. If a geniemon is going to appear, it will appear within 10 runs. So we're going to see. Honestly, it's been crazy trying to get this done. There's so many little variables I had to experiment with just to like pre-test this, so I can get the get a reliable scientific method about this. It's not perfect. This one's not perfect as well because I'm not consistent with my method with capturing geniemon. Capturing geniemon or not capturing geniemon. I can't. I haven't even confirmed if it's 20 or 19, but it's just like based on anecdotal data. I managed to get 19 after I tried to get 19 for 5 runs. No geniemon, but I'm gonna go for 10, just to increase the probability, just in case I might be wrong. But yeah, that was the 20th. We should see no more geniemon after 10 runs. My last one was my last experiment was like was 5, which is not, which I think about it like it's not might not be ideal. Okay, that's 2, none so far. We've had 3 on the previous one appearing, so this is fine. This is within parameters. Yes, probably I can do piggy form, but turning into piggy takes too long. Like there's that initial animation. Run 3, I think. Because like if I find out this is the ideal way to find shinies and friggin' ideals, it might take me hours, it might take me all day. But the fact that I don't have to wait for the next week to try again is a game changer to me. Hell, even if we have even if we got to the next week, I can make every single one of the geniemon I actually want. So if you're like a new player and you start again, you can try for your weekly to roll only shinies until you get all 20 that you need. So that's run 3. No geniemon. So we might have rolled over to the 20th, and it still counts as the 20th, even if you don't capture it. That's what this is telling me. So, in conclusion, every week is always a set week, and every week you might not get the rare shinies. You might just get normal 3-star shinies, but you will always get a shiny. Run 4. But yeah, the results of this experiment will inform the title of this video. So this is run 4, right? Run 4. I need to write it down, honestly. All right. Just put it in tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run 4. No geniemon. We might have gotten the 20th quota, which does confirm it is in fact 20. So there's that. We don't. I at least confirmed now. You do get 20 geniemon weekly. Run 5. I'm not too fast as well because I'm getting capture materials as well. So we need that for leveling up skills, which is one of my late game objectives. So that's good. And I'm using no commission manuals as a result, so whatever. The only loss I have is time. Yeah, keep to the stealth one. The one that has like invulnerability. Don't get distracted by the decoys. Just keep staying on the same target. No geniemon. That's 5. So there you go. Right now, preliminary conclusions. If I do the next 5 runs, I will probably have no geniemon because I've met quota. So if you whether you capture the geniemon or not, if they appear, it still counts to your quota. Remember that. Run 6. I could go for a full 20 runs, but I'm predicting no geniemon's gonna spawn. But at least I confirmed there's 20. I guess I just got really unlucky because within 5 runs, no geniemon spawned, or I miscounted. And I, in fact, did get 20, but I counted it as 19. Honestly, it's these kinds of things that I wish like the game just literally just shows you that data. Why do you have to hide it and make it an invisible number? No geniemon. Run 7. Oh, nice. I leveled up. Still nothing. I think that was my weapon. Yeah, my melee weapon. Yeah, it's like 18 XP, but it was enough. Run 8. Get rocked. Still none. I'm also noticing a lack of other types of optionals. Because the other one is the Lulu appearing. Run 9. Huh? What the fuck? Oh, it's under. Oh, it's under here, right? Under? Over? Well, all right. That's certainly special, huh? I sort of hear it. It just did spawn. I have to quit. I have to quit. That really fucks up my experiment, doesn't it? I'm going to assume that because you didn't spawn, you didn't meet the conditions to like spark the optional. That doesn't count towards the quota, right? It's only so long as you spawn the optional that it actually counts. Because yeah, it basically counts as you not rolling a not spawn when you actually capture this guy. That's what I'm. That's at least how I'm gonna work out how the logic works in the coding with how the flag works. Like, but yeah, we'll still count this a run 9. Do run 10. I guess sometimes that can happen. Okay, I can conclude. I did get the 20th. As you see, I didn't even capture the 20th, but it still counts. So we've done both variables. If you capture it, you quit out, still counts. If you don't, if you make it spawn and don't do the challenge, don't even start the challenge, and you quit out, it still counts. But we'll just write it down right now. Okay. So let's add some text. To do it, geniemon. Yeah, just try and add the name of the scene. Let me just say. So text is. So one conclusion. One, it is 20 geniemon per week. Two, geniemon from fishing don't count. Don't count towards weekly. That's information people might want. 2, 3. Capturing geniemon. That's the quota. Don't know if you can see this in there. Still counts. Okay, still counts the quota. 3. Not capturing. Still counts the quota. Right? 5. RNG cannot be manipulated. Always a set 20. Predetermined. There you go. Predetermined 20. Cannot be manipulated. It is always a set predetermined 20. I think that's all we need. So 20 geniemon make. Geniemon fishing don't count. Geniemon don't count towards weeklies. Capturing geniemon and quitting still counts the quota. Spawning a geniemon and not capturing still counts to quota. RNG cannot be manipulated. It is always a set 20 predetermined 20. Right? As for shinies and stuff, I have no idea. But these are my conclusions from this experiment. Oh, shit. Perhaps we need to lower the fucking font size. Why is it 200 and something? What the fuck? 14. Go with 14. Nice solid 14. That's too small. What the fuck? This is stupid. Okay, 100. No, let's do 50. Didn't have to worry about this before. There we go. So, geniemon, you get 20 per week. 2, fishing. Geniemon fishing. Oh my god, Geniemon. Okay. You see, manipulate that. Geniemon from fishing don't count towards the weekly. The weekly 20. Right? Capturing Geniemon. Capturing Geniemon during commissions. And quitting still counts to quota. You don't keep the Geniemon. Right, you don't keep the Geniemon. 2, spawning a Geniemon and not capturing still counts to quota. Okay. God damn it. Fuck's sake, I'm just trying to resize. Make it small and legible. Fuck's sake. Sorry about those guys. Bleh. Okay, maybe long text isn't great. So just bleh. Okay. Enter here. I just want it to be a little more detailed so I don't have to don't confuse anybody. But now I've just resulted in confusing everybody. There you go. That's more nice and rounded. Right? Let's put this right here, right there. Make this very clear. Put it in a nice backdrop that you can actually read. Yeah, that's nice and clear. Put that in a screenshot. Spread that around. And I think that will be that, guys. Well, I'll see you next time for another experiment. Or maybe I'll see you on stream while I'm farming something. Till then, goodbye.